Over the last couple weeks, as well as with the release of this most recent update, there's been a lot of talk about whether or not Dead by Daylight was ever supposed to be as balanced as it is right now. Over the last couple days, I've actually kind of been deep diving the origins of what DBD was defined as. Dating back to 2017, there's a forum on Reddit about how DBD is a party game the same way Mario Kart is a party game. It's competitive, but it should never be that deep. I saw another forum comparing it to Mario Party and how Mario Party does not obsess over balance patches. How do I personally feel? Listen, I have hundreds of hours on both roles and I can confidently say the game did not need to be this balanced. But I don't want this to come off as complaining. I think the balance patches were great, I just think we're obsessing over them now. Killer mains are never happy. Survivor mains are never happy. I think people need to stop and realize if you're obsessing on Twitter about how much you don't enjoy the game, you don't have to play it. All you're doing is spreading negativity. You're just putting bad ideas in your followers' minds. A lot of time, they don't even back it with proof. I'm seeing so many people on Twitter saying this last patch was killer-sided, this last patch was survivor-sided, and they're just complaining nonstop. You know what's crazy? That means it was a balanced patch. If you have people on both sides arguing whether they were impacted more, I hate to break it to you, it was a balanced patch. Also, for the survivors, you realize there's still no counter to gen rushing, right? All those gen kicks are gone. Toss on a brand new part and built to last if you're solo queuing, and if you're not, toss on prove thyself and bond. Have a good time. Gen rush the killer down to 1 gen and then have fun looping. I don't know. What do you want from me? And then on killer side, I actually think killer's incredibly difficult right now and survivor's incredibly easy right now. But guess what? That's just my experience. Does that mean it's fact? No, it means it's fact for my games. I think the big problem with the DBD community is they'll read something on Twitter and that is now their opinion. They won't formulate their own. It's kind of embarrassing. I think what blows my mind the most is how angry people get over the balance changes. It's funny that killers and survivors are always on social media talking about, oh, crybaby survivor mains, oh, crybaby killer mains. You know what's funny? You're all crybabies. If you don't like a patch change, we do not need to twit longer about how much you want to quit the game, okay? If y'all are threatening that Dead by Daylight's gonna die because Dead Hard got nerfed unnecessarily, then don't play. Me personally, I didn't think the Dead Hard change was necessary, as I said in my previous video. However, I've been having a ton of fun with other exhaustions. And also, I actually realized how badly I crutched Dead Hard with that change. I loved mind gaming with it. It was a ton of fun. I truly don't believe it was overpowered. But, you know, they cater to the beginner killers, and that's okay. And before you say, not only beginner killers. Yes, beginner killers. As someone who's played a ton of killer, I hate to break it to you, Dead Hard had a ton of counterplay. It was only nerfed because its pick rate was high because people liked to play it because it was fun. But guess what? I practice what I preach, and I stopped using Dead Hard, and it's not that deep. Let me say one thing to the killer mains. Just one thing. Specifically to the killer mains that hop on Twitter and sob about everything. I'm looking at you, True Talent. If you think Dead Hard is the strongest exhaustion, you are high out of your mind. Sprint Burst is disgusting. In the way that Dead Hard would extend the second half of a chase, Sprint Burst extends the first half of a chase, but even farther. Me personally, though, I just enjoy balance landing. I was never here to win. I was here to have fun. That's the crazy part. And that helps me circle back to my point. This game isn't about winning. It's about making your own fun in each match. Are you going to run into a Skull Merchant with 4 slowdowns and just zoning a 3-gen? Yeah, probably. Are you going to run into a 4-stack that absolutely violates you and holds the game hostage and teabags at every corner? Yeah, yep, 100%. So yeah, there are people that hate fun on both sides. I think the problem is people that only play one role don't realize that. Shoot, some of them don't even realize that they're the problem. So while you guys are all villainizing each other on Twitter, just realize the game is pretty 50-50. The kill rate's in a perfect spot right now as well. Anyways, comment down below, let me know how you feel. Be respectful about it. We're all adults. And have a wonderful day.
Talk to me, just